All right. Today we're going to be learning about Classroom Relay, the Chromebook student monitoring system. All right, to get started, you need to log in. On Chrome, you'll see a folder called ISD279. Click on that folder, go down to Classroom Relay. You're going to open up the folder or open up Classroom Relay and sign in using your Osseo Apps account. All right, to start a session, you might see a blue bar across saying contact your administrator. You can ignore that and just go ahead and select your classes in the drop-down menu, and then you're going to have to start the class. So you'll see an area to view the schedule. So you're going to set the schedule by choosing a duration. So you can choose 15, 30, and elementary has the option of going up to an hour and a half. So choose your time and then start. Now be aware if you're a secondary teacher or an elementary teacher and they're going to specialists, you're going to want to make sure that your session ends before they leave and go to another teacher. Because if you start and have some controls set, it's going to affect them in their next class. So we want to make sure that it's a lot better to set multiple sessions, like go in and start another 30 minutes or another 15 minutes, instead of having it go too long and go into the next teacher's schedule. There's some different options once you have Classroom Relay going. One of the things you can do is sending students a link. So, you know, we can do that in Google Meets, but you can also send it through Relay. So you'll click on Send Link, type in the link, and hit send. Web browsing rules is one of the most popular reasons people use Classroom Relay. With web rules, you can have three options. The none, that means no browsing rules are in place, and that's the default. The allow means that students can only visit the websites you list, or block. Teachers can restrict or block students' access to specific sites. Allow would probably be the most common, where you would say they can only use these websites you list. So that's where you put in like Schoology or Seesaw or, you know, the different, you know, ClassKick, and students can only go to those websites and not go to any other websites. With block, you have to be specific. So that might be, you might block YouTube, or you might block, you know, certain websites. Here is where you can, if you were to select allow, you could put in your custom URLs, and I'm going to be creating a list where you can copy and paste from this list. So I'm going to create a list of our commonly used websites and then apply changes. This is an interesting area here. Allow full internet access when students change their status to done. This is a box you can check, and then they can click done on their end and be able to access more. So that might be something you want to try. On the lock screen, this is, you can set a lock screen. I don't know that this is something that we're going to be using for online school, but because it would lock them from being able to get into the Google Meet. But you can lock screen for 5 minutes. It will not affect any students who come online after the lock was started. And here's what they would see when they open up their screen. All right, viewing students, there's two different options. The list view, I kind of like the list view, where you can see all of the students' names, and then it says they're currently browsing right next to it, or there's the heat map, and this would be the heat map where you can see the students who are on. It's only going to show students who are on their Chromebooks. If they are on personal devices, you're not going to be able to see them or control them or monitor them. All right, and then you can see close open tabs. You can go into their open tabs and close them. You can see their browsing history. You can record their screen. Let's see, here's the open tabs, listing all the tabs that they have open. You can go click, 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 and just close ones that they shouldn't have open. And then this is individual student options when viewing a screen. So when you hover over the right side of the screen, these options appear: the share screen, lock screen, unlock screen, and record for 10 minutes. You can record student use. So this would be if students are this could be used a few different ways. I could see it being used if a student's having some trouble with the device and you wanted to create a recording and share it with the tech department, or it could be recording inappropriate use as well. And you can send messages. Great job. Are you done? Custom, all those things. And students can also ask for help, which is nice. You can also share teacher's screen. If you wanted to do it through this device, you could, or we also just use our Google Meets for that as well. You can create custom classes, or you can think of this as like small groups within your class. So you can, within your class, you can, they can join the class code. It looks like I have not explained this. So, and limitations of Classroom Relay. These web rules are only for Chrome, not apps. The filter works for an entire class or group, not individuals. Students cannot be on 2 rosters at once. So if they have another class that they go to after yours and you still have the rules in place, it could affect them. So be really aware of closing the session after the class time is over, before students leave. Also could be a consideration if they are going to an EL teacher or special education teacher. You cannot run 2 sessions at a time. Drop students cannot be removed. They will sync out. So same with like syncing in. It might take a few days when a student enters your class to sync into your list. Teachers of record have access, including co-teachers. Absent students are included in the filter, and teachers should not manage devices outside of class time with Relay, and it actually stops at 3 o'clock, so we are not able to access after 3 o'clock. And there is a video that has been in the weekly bite. It's been sent out on the Friday updates, and let me know if you have any questions and want to see this. I can send you a video again, but there also is a web deck of a training for teachers, which is similar to this. And let me know if you have any questions or need any extra help.